I'm Trish Palmer, and welcome to Learning the Tarot with Palin and Palmer Specialty Hypnosis Training. So, my main purpose is to show you how to interpret the tarots for yourself. I was given my first tarot deck at the age of 21. It was known as the Art Nouveau deck. I was always fascinated by the tarot, but it wasn't until I became a hypnotist at the age of 36 that I truly understood the true power and healing of it. And no, I don't proclaim to be psychic, but I do acknowledge to being in tune with energies, switched on as many will tell you. I told my partner John it was something that I was interested in, and he said that his brother Luke read tarots as well. So I went on a journey to discover the tarots, and wow, what an amazing journey it has been, meeting people from all over the world, connecting with energies and enhancing the psyche. So combining the tarot with healing hypnosis sessions, it was amazing how much I could actually amplify people's healings, not only from their present life, but from their past life as well. So I asked Luke what compelled him to do a reading. He said it was an amazing task so he could grab a deck of cards and he could tell someone a metaphoric story to enhance their well-being. Life is full of stories. We tell ourselves stories all the time, and it's good to get someone else to tell us a story about ourselves. It opens up doors and windows that we had forgotten about. And upon hearing this, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go deeper. So the origin of the tarot is a mystery. We do know for sure that the cards were used in Italy in the 15th century as a popular card game. Wealthy patrons commissioned beautiful decks, some of which have actually survived. So the Visconti Sforzi, created in 1450 or shortly thereafter, is one of the earliest and most complete decks that we are aware of. Later in the 18th and 19th century, the cards were discovered by a number of influential scholars of the occult. Now these gentlemen were fascinated by the tarot, and they recognized that the images on the cards were more powerful than simply just the game would suggest. So they revealed or created the true history of the tarot by connecting cards with Egyptian mysteries, Hermetic philosophies, the Kabbalah, alchemy, and other mystical systems, interpretations, metaphors, ambiguity. It's absolutely amazing, uplifting spirituality. So these pursuits continued into the early part of the 20th century, when the tarot was incorporated into the practices of several secret societies, including the Order of the Golden Dawn. Although the roots of the tarot are in the occult tradition, interest in the cards have expanded over the last few decades to include many different perspectives. So the new decks have been created that reflect these interests. Now, some of the new decks have an American herbal interest to them, some of them are native, some of them are dragons, others are Japanese, or even the divine healing, angels, fairies, unicorns. It's all the interpretation of a story. The tarot is the most commonly viewed as a tool of divination and sometimes incorporates crystals, mantras, and other accessories to guide energies and healing. A traditional tarot reader involves a seeker and a reader. Now, the seeker is someone who's looking for answers to personal questions, and a reader is someone who knows how to interpret the cards. So after the seeker has shuffled and cut the deck, the reader lays out the chosen cards in a pattern called a spread. Each position in the spread has a meaning to it, and each card has a meaning as well. The reader combines the two meanings to shed some light on the seeker's question, a simple process that is presented in a spiritual and a connected way. Now, some religions shun the cards, and the scientific establishment condemns them as symbols of unreason, a holdover for unenlightened past. But let's set aside all those shadowy images for now and consider the tarot simply for what it is, a deck of picture cards. The question then becomes, what can we do with them? The answer lies in the unconscious, that deep level of memory and awareness that resides within all of us, but outside our everyday experience as such. So even though we ignore the actions of the unconscious most of the time, it profoundly affects everything that we do. Sigmund Freud stressed that the irrational, primitive aspects of the unconscious will actually unravel. He thought that it was the home of the most unacceptable desires and urges. His contemporary counterpart, Carl Jung, emphasized that the positive, creative aspects of the unconscious can actually collaborate and come through as well. He tried to show that there is a collective of components that touches the universal qualities. We may never know the full range and the power of the unconscious, but there are ways to explore the landscape. The tarot is another tool used to explore this wonderful and beautiful landscape. Our unconscious mind is always messaging us with images. We always see reality through a lens made up of our own internal interpretation. And as humans, we all have that certain common needs and experiences. The images of the tarot cards captures the universal moments and draws them out consistently. People tend to react to the cards in similar ways because they represent the reflection of the seeker's life. Now, although this process may seem random, we still choose cards that are meant to be for us. This can lead to the debate that we are already unconsciously knowing what we are going to draw based on predicure memory. But that's not for the teachings of this course, so I'm going to leave that one alone. But please, if you would like, do some more research in your own time. Now, common sense tells us that the cards aren't special, but who we are and how we determine them in a belief pattern shows that the cards can help guide us and help heal the seeker in some way, shape, or form. Like Darren Brown states, if you're doing tarots for financial gain, it's the wrong reason. If you're doing it to offer a sense of healing, then it's the right reason to be doing it and to keep on doing it. So this course in particular is designed with the following in mind. We will go through some safety guidelines. These are the ethics of tarot, who to do readings for, who to avoid, and how to protect yourself from those particular readings. We will also go into getting started and the scary cards of the tarot cards, the minor arcana meanings as well as all the court cards, the major arcana meanings. I'll take you through how to do spreads and cross-reference the cards, how to tune in energies and environments. I'll also show you how to do online readings. I meet people all over the world doing online readings from all different backgrounds and cultures. It's amazing and it's a wonderful, wonderful journey in life. And then I'll also teach you how to expand your service with some healing and modalities. So please join me on this tour of the tarots. Learn it, create it, and be one with the universe. So up next, let's talk about some safety guidelines. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.